Hey dear viewer, let's continue to hunt for that elusive fang. And over 1037 Araxxi kills, I still haven't seen one single Araxxi's fang yet. Well, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be hunting for it. How I'm still motivated, well, I simply don't know. But I guess that could have been said for when I went for 99 magic as well. And I still did it. So I will get that fang. Preferably in this episode. But let's start with Beastmaster Durzag. And what you're seeing right now is already the second attempt with the same team. The first attempt ended when everyone in the group was kicked. I guess the group leader didn't expect a positive outcome. And it doesn't look like the outcome here is going to be any different. Only 5 of us are left and 1 pet is still alive. That itself is already a very bad thing. And this time the group leader didn't save me. And so I died. And with me gone, there are 4 teammates left to fight Durzag. And yes, that was a very complicated calculation to make. 4 people versus Durzag and 1 pet. Let's just say that the chance of free speech being allowed in North Korea is higher than my group getting this kill. So I could try fighting Durzag again today, but it's already kinda late. And it's still the easiest rotation at Araxxi, and that is something that I really want to do. So I'm going to just leave Durzag for what it is for now, and I'll return there tomorrow, hopefully with the actual kill. I decided to only do 1 yak today, therefore I only managed to do 6 kills. I seriously wish I could have done more, but there's just a lack of time. And using magic is going better and better too, I feel. And speaking about magic, too bad there's no time magic. Otherwise I could have definitely gone for that 10th kill. Or over 10 kills maybe. Anyway, the rewards aren't to get all excited about. I did get 4 Serenic kills, so there's that. What you're about to see isn't my luckiest moment at Durzag. But luckily it's not as embarrassing as dying to Erut. So here's what happened. Dust spawns and immediately starts attacking me. First hit, almost 7k. Second hit, 4.5k. That's almost 12k damage in just a few seconds. I can't heal that fast. I'm not Wolverine. Hell, I'm not even wielding claws. Nor do I wear underwear outside of my pants. Well, not in RS at least. But this death did teach me something. And it is to continuously pray deflect from melee when all Erut are dead. Oh, and I gotta shout out to this amazing team, by the way. They were absolutely brilliant. Who was all in it, I don't really know anymore, but the survivors fought brilliantly. See, quite a few of us perished on the way, but the surviving group members still managed to defeat Durzag. So a massive respect to them, absolutely. And may they all be blessed with good fortune for eternity. Thanks to them, I'm able to loot Durzag's corpse. The corpse! That means that I'll actually be able to reroll, even though I died. And if I look at the rewards, then I'm very happy that I have that reroll. So let's go ahead and do that. Whoa, compare the pre and post reroll. There's actually barely any difference. And since I wanted to reroll in the first place, then that's not a good thing. Okay, another Araxyte pheromone. And that's exactly like the last exclusive I got. Honestly, I'm already happy I didn't get an eye. Because for me, getting an eye here is like getting charms from a triskelion. It is the worst reward. And that is 150 mil constitution XP. Or a hit points XP, whatever you want to call it. Personally, I don't really care about it. As long as I don't reach a 200 mil cap, I'm fine. But the congratulations that I received, those are pretty cool though. And I want to thank everyone who did that. That is 6 more Araxxis killed, and that brings me to a kill count of 1049. The current rotation, which is Spider Minions and Shadow Path, is quite decent actually. Sure, the minions are a pest, but at least I don't have to lure the highly acidic spiders into Araxxi. Now that's what I find annoying. Especially when there are 4. Anyway, the loot. Apart from that pheromone, it's rather poor today. I'd like some spoiling please, Araxxi. There's not much to say about this fight really, and that's actually how I like it. That means that the kill went decent. Though I feel like I did have to eat a bit too much for my liking. It's like when my mother told me to finish my plate all over again. Oh, I feel like a 5-year-old now. Anyway, the loot. Look at that rune, it's so good, so shiny, and so plentiful. But let's reroll anyway. Goodbye rune. But welcome Rocktails. And more techie too, good stuff. Why am I not running away? I mean, I clicked like a million times. And I didn't have an ability queued either. Could it possibly be my fault? Well, that's pretty much the only reason I can think of. I think I ran away just one tick too late. Man, what a drag. And that's 6 more Araxxi kills done. I got some Serenic scales, so that's nice. And for some reason I've been getting loads of them lately. But not that I'm complaining. Also, do you see that triskelion fragment? That is my 3rd, so that completes another triskelion. I don't want to save triskelions up anymore, so let's immediately do this one. And all the awesome people who have been watching my previous 3 episodes will know that I'm not a fan of this reward. But at least it's better than what I got from the triskelions last time. Then again, it couldn't have possibly been worse. Because nothing is worse than charms here. Guys, just look at this reward. What the fuck is this? I've seen a lot of shitty rewards in the past couple of weeks, but this one takes the cake. A 54k reward value, of which 50k comes from pure coins. What a joke this is. And let's not forget those disgusting moldy biscuits. But I have it in my heart to forgive Jagex for this. I mean, this option to reroll couldn't have come at a better time. So let's obviously utilize that one. What a surprise, the value went up. Yeah, that was sarcasm by the way. The value went up by 452%. That's an increase of which every investment company would be jealous of. And okay, the exclusive item isn't that great here, but you know, these royal dragon hides and prayer pots are always welcome. This is already the 2nd attempt at killing Durzag today. Yeah, I don't know what happened, people just keep dying, and for once it wasn't me. Anyway, I just hit the jackpot with sacrifice, so I just know that this kill is going to be alright. And here is me and my teammate having some fun, you know, playing Goku and Gohan. So there's no way Durzag could survive that. Now, let's see if I hit the jackpot in rewards too. By the looks of it, no. But let's spin that wheel of fortune again. I would almost dare to call this a jackpot. Because just look at that rune and those Hydrix bolts. They look very good. But alas, no exclusive. And again I get a pheromone. I've seriously been getting a lot of those lately. I guess I'll soon be attracting all the girls. Probably only those who have 8 legs. So I should plan a trip to Chernobyl. Guys, are you ready to see the dumbest death at Araxxi ever? Because I would describe my death as such. What I basically did was kill myself. And that when Araxxi had 790 HP left. So guys, go ahead and shame me for it. I totally deserve it. But at least it makes for good footage, I hope. You may think it can't get any worse than the previous death. Well, I feel like it kinda did. But I would purely say it's because this is phase 1 actually. In my opinion, any death on that phase is idiotic. 0% in rage or 300% in rage, it doesn't matter at all. In this instance, I stupidly wanted to get a sacrifice in there. And that while a swipe attack was going on. So guys, go ahead and shame on me some more. You have my complete permission. Especially because this is the 2nd moronic death in a row. Yeah, I seriously don't understand what's going on with me today. Also guys, write in the comments which death that you find most stupid. Onslaught death or sacrifice death. And after these 2 failures, I'm just going to call it a day. So let's just go ahead and take a look at those drops. Those Hydrix ball tips are nice. And of course so is that pheromone. So after my horrendous performance today, I do feel like the drops kind of make up for it. Of course I could have gotten better things. And I killed Araxxi 8 times today. But yeah, as I said before, today was a bad day. If only I brought an AK. Alright, another day, another appointment with Durzag. That's raids weekend for you. And nothing interesting happened during this fight, so that's always a good thing. And the loot is equally as interesting. The reroll doesn't make it any better either. It's a shame, but oh well. And now that I think about it, it's been a while since I last got an armor piece. I got 10 Araxxi kills today, and that when the minion path is open. And don't forget, I'm using magic. I'm actually quite proud of my achievement. And to make it even better, I didn't die, not once. But as you can see, the last kill is closed though. I only have 3 Saradomin Brood doses left. Sadly my efforts aren't rewarded with an exclusive. But I did get some onyxes and 6 Serenic scales. I've said it before, but the amount of Serenic scales I get lately is quite remarkable. This makes me wonder if the common drops are affected by the combat style you use. Because that's the feeling I get. I got this shiny clue from the Dwarven Instinct aura. Let's see if the reward is as shiny. I guess I shouldn't have said that. Cause now I got a well polished helm. And you know elite clues don't reward the greatest helms. And if things weren't bad enough yet, I got meerkat pouches as well. What a weird Durzag fight this is turning out to be. It started very well. We pretty much steamrolled over the air route and pet phases. But when it was time to start hammering Durzag, the awesome progression slowed down. And I believe this moment is what caused it. Some teammates were praying protect from ranged when the pets suddenly charged in. And I've been down that path before, so I know how they feel. But all I can say is I hope they learned their lesson just like I did. Regardless of what happened, our team pulled through and defeated the Beastmaster. When it comes to the drops, I didn't get anything special again. And for the reroll, it's pretty much the same thing. And I know guys, the raid drops have been rather boring lately, but at least using a raid FC is always an adventure. And that keeps things interesting. Of course, if you have another opinion, feel free to share it. The darkness path is closed again, and that means that now is the worst Araxxi rotation. So I'm definitely going to limit the amount of kills I do. Therefore today I've only done 4. Only 4 kills, yet 4 onyxes. And I'm very happy with that. Again the skeletal horror dropped an elite clue. It's always great when that happens. Now let's see if the reward is equally great. A bunch of common drops. Well, I'm not entirely against that. Certainly not, because some of the items are very useful to me. The Royal Dragon Hides for example, and those potions. Today I only did a mere 5 kills at Araxxi. I really hate this rotation. And again I didn't get any exclusive. But I'm always happy with Onyx Bolts. Alright, I still have that aquarium clue to finish. A 262k reward with Ancient Chaps. This actually doesn't look like a bad reward at all. However, we all know there's a very small chance that it can greatly improve. And you all know what I'm talking about. So let's take that chance and reroll. Yeah, what I feared happened. The clue became worse. And not even a little. My reward value is cut in half. Man, that's such a shame. But so be it. If you aim high, I guess you have to be prepared to fall. I would call this a great team again, and I'm lucky to be in it. The air route and pet phases went spotless. But just like in the previous fight, after Durzag reached 750k HP, things got a bit ugly. And I wasn't as convinced that this would be an easy kill. What happened this time is that my teammates didn't really care a lot about defusing those jihadi picks. And then this happened. And this. Oh, and then there's this. And we must not forget about this. But despite all of that, the majority of the team survived. And I guess that proves how great of a team this is. But let's find out if I finally get an armor piece today. Well, again not this time, so let's reroll. Okay, my techie reward is cut in half again. Oh come on, again I die at the end. This is like the worst episode ever. What you can say about this death is that I got a little complacent. And that when I just had Cerebrus left. When I activated my onslaught, I basically thought this fight was as good as over. So that's where the complacency comes from, and that's why I forgot to properly switch prayers. On these moments I'm really happy that I'm not a hardcore Iron Man. But another lesson is learned here, and that is don't sell the bearskin before you've killed it. I'll probably forget about it in a week though. And so far my daily portion of Araxxi. I can conclude that this has been a dreadful day. And not just because of that death, but take a look at the drops. I really expected something better from the 6 Araxxis I've killed. Like for example, I would have been happy with onyxes or just mere onyx bolts. But none of that today. It's on moments like these that I'm kind of losing motivation. But guys, I'll never give up. Let's call this part Loot from Raids Weekend. Raids Weekend basically allowed us to kill Durzag twice as much. And that also means twice as much techie. Well, that is if you've been unlucky with drops. And as you've seen in this episode, that of course was the case with me. And therefore I've managed to gather enough techie to buy another ability. Well, this time 2 abilities at the price of 1. No, there's no hidden discount. But of course I'm talking about Storm Shard and Shatter. And with that ability purchased, I now own all mass cap abilities. And that completes one of my side goals. Now isn't this a great way to end this ill-fated episode with? Just as this episode, next episode will be dedicated to completing the Noxious set too. Hopefully then I will make progression unlike in this episode. And as you can see, I'm currently at 1088 kills and I still need that 1 fang. Such a high number already and still no fang. That almost makes me cry. And if I were to get a web or an eye, I'll probably take a big break. Because I don't think I'd be able to handle that. What I'll do then, I don't know. Although I'm kinda leaning towards God Wars Dungeon 2. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I want to thank you all for watching. And I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, subscribe to see more. Also, I'm always looking to improve my videos, so if you have any constructive criticism, tips or suggestions, leave them in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. See you in the next video.